Hi, my name is Larry Hagens. I was in the U.S. Navy for 6 years as an electronics technician on board submarines. So it was quite the fun activity during the late 80s, early 90s when we were still in the Cold War. So I became aware of House in the Woods through a Facebook application that was actually talking about a sturgeon spearing event on Lake Winnebago in Wisconsin. So I actually signed up for it, being a vet, not even knowing anything about House in the Woods. I really didn't have any preconceptions regarding the retreat. I thought this would be a good event, being a veteran, knowing that when any of the veterans get together, there's always that camaraderie between veterans. Well, we met at the hotel initially before we went over for a supper. And being a veteran, anytime you're around other veterans, it's always easy to start a conversation and always work into friendships. Oh, we had a lot of fun. That Friday, we went out and actually cut in the sturgeon shanties, which is where you take a chainsaw and you cut through approximately 1.5 to 2 feet of ice, which is the same size as the hole in the shanty that you're sitting in. You push that chunk of ice underneath the shanty, and then you slide your shanty over it to get prepped for the next day, where you're actually waiting for one of these prehistoric fish to swim through underneath you in the hopes of being able to get a chance to spear it. It's hugely important to be together with other veterans because they may not have necessarily gone through what you've gone through, but they've had their own other experiences in the military that the civilian population just doesn't understand. And having another fellow veteran there to discuss your issues with is one of the best reliefs you can do to get some of that stuff out in the air, cope with it. It's a huge coping mechanism. You know, it's a lot of good memories. I've actually friended quite a few of these people on Facebook, and I remain friends with them, and we've chatted throughout our time away from being out on the lake. And I'll carry those memories for an indefinite period of time. And, you know, I'm still connected with some of these guys on Facebook. I just wanted to throw a shout out there to Mr. Paul House. He's done a wonderful job setting up this organization to remember his son and then ultimately to work with the veterans and also not forget the Gold Star families as well.